The movie begins with a kitchen of a restaurant being extremely busy, all led by the chef cook Anna. Food is being served and her husband Ray is making sure guests are happy. Anna and Ray own this restaurant together. She then receives a mysterious phone call, saying, "How are you, Anna?" Anna immediately hangs up and her face changes. Something from the past is starting to catch up with her. Meanwhile, Ray is discussing with some customers when he notices two men standing. His face also changes, he goes to greet them and the tension is high. He asks them what do they want. Their boss wants to talk to him. Ray asks them to wait until tomorrow as tonight is the opening night of his restaurant. But the two men tell him, Don wants to meet him tonight. But Ray leaves them, saying he will talk to him in the morning. After the first night of their new restaurant Étoile Rouge, Anna makes a nice speech to her staff. Meanwhile, in a parking lot nearby, the two men are figuring out what should be their next move. Mick tells Miles and Gio that Dom is getting a massage, so he hasn't tell him yet about what Ray said. Later that night, Anna puts some music and starts cooking by herself as a form of therapy. Meanwhile, Ray walks Eliza to her car when Mick and Gio pops out. Ray tells them to go home, it's between him and Dom, he says. Gio then points a gun at them. Eliza is shocked. Gio then shoots at her, finishing her. Ray is speechless and they ask him to come with them. At the restaurant, Anna hears some weird noise. She stops the music and checks. It's Gio and Miles coming with some gasoline to burn the entire place. She immediately calls Ray but it goes to voicemail. The two men starts putting gasoline everywhere, but Anna turns off the lights and single-handedly finish both guys in no time. She then puts them in the freezer and grabs their gun. Anna calls Ray again but Mitch picks up this time. She wants to talk to Ray. Anna tells him she is not a person to be messed with. Mitch starts laughing. Ray uses this opportunity to escape. He immediately runs to the kitchen and finds Anna. Ray notices blood and when opening the freezer he notices Gio and Miles' bodies. He worries because now Dom will eliminate him. Anna wants to know who is that Dom. Ray then reveals to his wife he owes them a lot of money. On the other side of town, Dom is in the middle of his massage. He gets a call from Mitch. Mitch asks his father to send more guys, but Dom decides to show up himself. Subsequently, Ray reveals they wanted to burn the restaurant for the insurance money. Anna is disappointed he lied to her. But he reversed the questions to her and Anna admits she used to work for the KGB. Ray is in disbelief. Minutes later, Dom and his man arrive to Mitch. Mitch tries to ask his father one more chance, but Dom doesn't care and heads to the restaurant. Meanwhile, Ray is scared and asks to try to reason with Dom. He tells his wife Dom isn't a guy to mess with. Anna stares at him and says, "I'm the one not to mess with." But Ray decides to go to the parking lot to talk to Dom. He begs them for a little more time. Meanwhile, two other men are sent to the kitchen, and Anna as expected finish them with ease. They hear the noise and Dom had enough. He orders his men to burn this place to the ground. Anna on her side is hesitating to call a number. After few pacing around, she finally calls a girl by the name of Mimi. Mimi is shocked to hear from her. Anna needs some help and Mimi reminds her this looks like back in the days. But Mimi accepts to help her. As soon as she hangs up, her husband Tom pulls out a big gun and is excited. Minutes later, Mitch with another guy Rocco approach the restaurant. Anna hears them talking. Mitch sends Rocco to throw a cocktail. He lights it up and before he throws it, Anna knocks him and the cocktail turns back on him, getting him on fire. Mitch is speechless. Meanwhile, Mimi and her family are driving. The two daughters wonder what do they have to come, while Mimi and Tom keep arguing. At the restaurant, two other guys are sent. One of them is Gary, Don's masseuse. He never did this before. He is so scared as he walks in slowly. As soon as they both enter, Anna finishes one of them while Garu is locked in the freezer. He notices the other bodies and is so scared. Anna then opens the door and ready to finish him. He screams and begs, so Anna extracts a lot of information from him. Gary keeps begging so she lets him go free. Meanwhile, Mimi and her family arrive to the entrance of the road which is blocked by Dom's fake construction worker. He tells them to leave and Mimi finished him. She then keeps driving. In the parking lot, Mitch runs back to Dom to tell him what happened. All their men are getting eliminated as soon as they step into that restaurant. So Dom orders 15 more men. Meanwhile, Tom and Mimi are on the roof with Tom preparing to execute. He asks Mimi if she will really eliminate Anna. But Mimi is conflicted. Anna is her best friend, but she abandoned her in the KGB to become a regular civilian. She holds a grudge. The couple then witness someone coming out. It's Gary, who runs away. So they send their girls, who corner him on the street while Tom pulls on the other side. Dom, on his side, had enough. He tells Ray to go talk some sense into his wife. So Ray goes to Anna and asks what does she wants to do. She tells him to get out of here. But Ray isn't leaving, so she begs him to leave in tears. But Ray will not quit on his wife. Meanwhile, Gary is being threatened to be thrown off a roof. Mimi wants to know how Anna was. She extracts informations from him on the layout of the restaurant, the back doors, etc. He begs her and she has pity on him, then let him go. Gary is really lucky. At this time, Dom calls Ray, but Ray isn't backing down. He tells him, if we are going down, we are going down swinging. Dom replies, then we are coming in. The 15 men he ordered then show up. They are led by a girl called Terry. Meanwhile, Gary is making a massage on Tom, who is enjoying it a lot. So much that he confesses his issues to Gary. He misses when him and his wife got each other's back and were happier. Tom promises Gary he won't finish him and tells him he is good to go. Meanwhile, Dom explains to Terry what to expect. She is shocked it's only one woman. In the restaurant, Anna and Ray gets one last drink before the chaos begins. The 15 men then enter slowly in the kitchen, which is dark. Water is running, then gets electricity, which finish 2 men. They leave running to the dining area where Ray shoot them with a big gun. Other men drop a smoke bomb and exchange fire with Anna. She realizes Ray is hurt. At this moment, Mimi walks in and finish the remaining men. She finally confronts Anna, especially on her disappearing on her. Mimim tells her she is here to eliminate her and both women fight. Mimi overpower her but can't seem to shoot her because she is still her best friend. Ray comes with the big gun and Mimim puts her away. Mimi then comes back to Tom and both have a bigger awakening in their love. Meanwhile, the remaining man from the 15 men comes and collapses in front of Dom and Mitch. Dom is disappointed, but the man shoots Dom as it was Ray pretending to be one of the 15 men. Mitch runs away and Anna catches up to him, then finishes him. The movie ends with the happy couple having a nice drink at their restaurant. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and check out other movie summaries we have on our channel.